Hello everyone, it's Mike from Downtown Comics, and we're here to go over all the new graphic novels releasing this Wednesday, June 4th, 2025. Hope everyone's having a great day. DowntownComics.com is the place to go. Check out all the new releases, and liking, sharing, and subscribing is almost mandatory, but super appreciated also. Okay, let's get going. It's a decent week of graphic novels. We have just the most recent printing of the Cosmic Odyssey, one of the big Dark Side stories ever made. So this is just a new version in a hardcover. I think you just get the mini series, right? Yeah, I think that's it. So, yep. We have a Spectre omnibus. So that's new and interesting. Let's see what that has in it. All right, so this one looks like some 70s stuff. Showcase 60, 61, and 64. Brave and the Bold 72, 75, 116, 180, 199. The Spectre 1 through 10. Wrath of the Spectre number 4. Adventure Comics 431 through 440. DC Comics Presents 29 and Ghosts 97 through 99. Cool. All right, so that's a good compilation there. Probably hard to find on your own. All right, so the first volume of the DC vs. Vampire sequel, World War V, is out in hardcover. And I believe it's just the first 6. Does it say? It doesn't say. I'm just going to go with it's the first 6. So, but that is now available. DC Pride is releasing a box set. So you get all 3 of these trades, Love and Justice, The New Generation, and Better Together, all in a slipcase. So you get all those trades in a slipcase. Back in print is the Superman Golden Age Omnibus Volume 1. So this has been out of print for a bit. It's back. You get Action Comics 1 through 31. That's the original stuff. Superman 1 through 7, also from the 1930s. And the New York World's Fair Comics 1 and 2. All in a hardcover. Nice. All right, did you know Garth Ennis wrote a James Bond story? He did, and it is now available in trade. Your Cold, Cold Heart. It was good. I liked it. The Savage Sword of Conan, they had brought back the magazine for a mini-series of sorts, and this book reprints all of them, still in magazine size. And this is... Actually, it's not all of them. Wow, what am I saying? It's just issues 4 through 6 of the magazine. Wow, those are really thick. Okay, so there must have been a first volume, I guess. So you get 4 through 6 of the magazines in a magazine-size graphic novel. Also back into print is a Grant Morrison Jay Lee storyline from the, must have been early 2000s, I want to say. That's when that was kind of big. It's called Fantastic Four 1, 2, 3, 4. It was a mini-series. It is back in print, so you can check it out if you've never read it. Also back, Marvel did do some manga stuff in the early 2000s. This was one of them, Spider-Man Legend of the Spider Clan. So it's basically Spider-Man manga, but it is, color and done in, the Western style, obviously, of publishing. But that's back in print. The Star Wars Battle of Jakku storyline. I think this is all of it. Let me see. Let's see. You get Insurgency Rising 1 through 4, Republic Under Siege 1 through 4, and the Battle at Jakku 1 through 4. So yeah, all 12 issues of that storyline are now collected in one volume. The Deviant has a new trade. It is volume 2. And you will get 5 through 9 of that. Geiger has a third trade of the most current run, and that will get us the new run 7 through 9 and the Ground Zero 1 and 2. So that was a separate miniseries. We got a new Alien trade paperback. This one looks a little thicker, so they may be putting some stuff that's out of print back into print. All right, so you get the 2021 Alien 1 through 12, the 2022 miniseries 1 through 6, and the Alien Annual number 1. Yeah, so they took 2 trades and combined it. So now you can get all of that in one book. The ongoing new Skybound G.I. Joe finally has its first trade. So if you've been waiting for some odd reason, then you can now get 1 through 6 of the current run of G.I. Joe under Skybound. We have a new DC's Finest. This is a Superman-centric one. All right, and we're doing stuff between 1970 and 1971. What do we got? All right, Action 393 through 406, Superman 233 through 238, and 240 through 246. I wonder what was in 239 that they didn't reprint it. That always intrigues me when they skip over an issue for some reason. All right, I want to say this is a new one for Epics. This is a new Iron Man one. I'm going out on a limb. I'm going to say this is a new one. I may be wrong. Volume 7. It's from the 70s also. You get Iron Man 92 through 114, Annual 4, and Marvel Premiere 44. So it's either new or it's back in print. We got a new modern epic for New X-Men when it changed its title there, when Grant Morrison came on board. Some Grant Morrison stuff this week. You get New X-Men 127 through 141. So that was part of the 1991 X-Men book that changed its name for a couple of years. All right, we have some new Superman stuff coming out because of the movie. So this, we get looks like a prequel junior novel for the youngins, or the olds, whatever. Everyone can read it. We also get an official activity book, so that's some cool stuff. We'll have more. We get a new hardcover here, My Teacher is a Dinosaur. My Life is Weird, so sounds like fun. We get a new Marvel Premiere collection, and obviously they are focused on the Fantastic Four, so this reprints some of the Hickman run. So does it say what it reprints, though? It does not, but it is part of the Hickman run. I don't think it's everything, but it's probably a huge chunk of it. So if you want to read the Hickman run, that's one way to do it. All right, we've got a new Stitch board book. Toothbrushes are for teeth. We have another Superman project for early readers. This is Step 3 readers, Friends and Foes. We get a new My Little Pony graphic novel. This was Free Comic Book Day, gave you a preview of this, but it's finally out. The graphic novel Kanga U is now out. And lastly, a new DC Compact Comics, so the DC East storyline by Tom Taylor. So basically zombies in the DC universe is now available in the $10 pocket. Is it still $10? It is. They're still $10. So, yep. So you get that. I'm assuming it's just 1 through 6, right? It doesn't say, but it's probably 1 through 6 of the miniseries. Okay, awesome. Yeah, so some good stuff. Check it out. We'll see you at the stores. Thanks for watching. Hope this was helpful, and bye-bye.